Hey, what is going on, everybody? How are you all doing today? I hope y'all are having a wonderful and fantastic day today, and if not, hopefully y'all will have a better tomorrow. So today, I want to discuss why the silver eyes should have a cost to them, because there are some issues I have concerning the silver eyes, and we're going to go into that, as well as how I think that the silver eyes should have a cost to their actual use, and what negatives they may cause for the series in the future, for certain events without a cost. But before we get into that, I just want to say that finally, the Discord is up. I know it has been such a long time I said I was going to get it up, and then I always got busy in between, and I wasn't able to do it. So I worked for a while, and I passed out this morning because I was up to like 6 o'clock in the morning getting it set up, trying to find the right time to be able to actually get the Discord set up. So it's finally up. Everything's good there. The rules are not up yet, but I will work on putting the rules up soon about the Discord and everything there. But aside from that, I have a lot of things. And one thing I want to say before we get into this, if you want to be a moderator, let me know, because I'm going to need moderators. And we'll have to talk about some things considering the role of moderators, because there are some things that I'll need to go over with you first before you're a moderator. But I will leave a link to the Discord down in the description below. So if you want to join, check in the description. But anyways, sit back, relax. I hope you all enjoy, and let's go ahead and get started. So the Silver Eyes, we did learn about them, how they're from the God of Light, and they're able to destroy the Grimm that were created by the God of Darkness. So we've learned about these things from Volume 6, and we know that the Grimm themselves are affected by the Silver Eyes. So you need a weakness to the Grimm, here's your Silver Eyes. But there are problems that come with the Silver Eyes, because let's look at it like this. Silver Eyes, powerful, great. Take care of Grimm, awesome, no big deal, right? But say you have a new Grimm that is going to be introduced, okay? So say in Volume 7, we'll just throw out a what-if scenario. A new Grimm is going to be introduced. Say it's got a terrifying ability like the Apathy, for example. I mean, not exactly like the Apathy, but something that's very powerful in that sense, right? Okay, seems like it's terrifying. Seems like it's going to be able to take down the heroes in some way or form. But then you have Silver Eyes, and what does that do? Obliterates them by either vaporizing them, turning them to stone, or making them blind, which, in a sense, if you think about it, kind of turning them blind is irrelevant due to the fact that they can just sense negativity, then they go towards it. So, I mean, I guess the advantage to that is that they just can't see what they're attacking, but I don't really see the full advantage if they go towards whatever negativity is being let off. So, yeah, I'd rather go with the turning to stone or obliterating. But getting back to the main subject, the problem here is this immediately makes the Grimm that could be potentially threatening or amazing in the future, like the Apathy were, irrelevant. It immediately just takes the Grimm and just says, hey, look, we were trying to build them up as something big within the world that's threatening, and let's go ahead and just make that completely irrelevant. You see, one of the biggest problems that stemmed from the Grimm for a while was they haven't felt very threatening. The Apathy did change that. But then, in the same volume with the Apathy, we have the whole answer to the Silver Eyes. And considering that Maria had explained, in which we also did see, that the Silver Eyes can turn Grimm to stone and can also vaporize them. This is an immediate problem, because with no cost coming to the Silver Eyes other than if you have your eyes literally cut out, or something to that effect, there's no cost to the Silver Eyes whatsoever, which leaves the Grimm now yet again in a place to where they don't feel threatening. This is the immediate problem here, and this is where there needs to be a cost. When it comes to the writers coming up with this idea for a weakness of the Grimm, that was fine. That's not so much of a big deal, in my opinion, but the problem is, when you have such a powerful ability such as the Silver Eyes, and you make it to where they have no cost, and the thing that you're trying to make threatening isn't threatening at all because it has a weakness that literally has no cost, is a problem. Because you see, Salem could continue to throw out as many Grimm as she would want at this point if you think about it. Ruby could just sit there, Silver Eyes, Silver Eyes, Silver Eyes, and they're all going to turn to stone, they're going to die. Whatever the case may be for the situation, it's a way to solve the problem immediately with no cost. And that takes away any threat towards the protagonist whatsoever. And that is something that needs to be fixed upon, because if you take away any form of risk when it comes to the heroes at this point with the Grimm coming after them, then what's the point in throwing Grimm at them if they are just going to be able to have a silver bullet to take care of them? See what I did there? Silver bullet? I'm terrible. But anyways, the thing is, you have to have a risk factor when you're trying to throw something you're trying to make threatening at the protagonist. If you just immediately have the weakness with an auto win and no cost to this use of whatever it may be that is the weakness to whatever's after them, then the risk is gone. It's non existent. And you have to try to write that better to where it fits that whatever is after said character or characters, and then you have whatever the weakness is. You have to have the weakness as a cost so that it feels as a balance. Otherwise, the threat is just going to die, and the heroes are going to live merrily and happily on their way, and there's not going to be a threat there. And with the Grimm here, they are now at a disadvantage because the Silver Eyes, which the protagonist RWBY, she has no cost. But I have a solution to what this cost could potentially be. Now, this is something that some of you talked about, something that I've also thought about as well, and I find this to be very interesting. And one thing that I think Maria could tell RWBY, because we know she's going to Atlas too, she could maybe remember a weakness, and here's the thing that would be interesting. Considering that she's older, remember, she's been a bit forgetful, and she even says that her mind has been going. So she could forget that there could be a cost to the Silver Eyes. And something could happen with RWBY while she's using her Silver Eyes on Grimm, and then that's when Maria could tell her that there is actually a cost to using the Silver Eyes too much. And some of you in the comments down below have thought of ideas for the weakness to the Silver Eyes, and I have to say, you all have come up with some very interesting ones. And I think that temporary blindness would be probably the best solution here because RWBY could not see then, and not only that, it could limit the use of RWBY having to use her Silver Eyes at every occasion a Grimm could come around, and make her think of when she would have to use it, and she'd be temporarily blind for the situation after using it too much, so then she'll learn the next time, oh, I can't do this, and this could put her in a risky situation that could get her in trouble, and somebody could save her whenever it comes to a situation such as that. I think this would be a good idea because there needs to be a cost of Silver Eyes, because the Grimm are not going to feel threatening at all if this turns out to just not have a cost at all, and this would just eliminate any form of the Grimm ever feeling like a threat ever again. But anyways, let me know what you think down below. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know in the comments down below. But anyways, thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. And if you did enjoy, hit the video with a like, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and share this with your friends if you found this informative or useful. Well, anyways, I hope you all have yourselves a wonderful and fantastic day today. And remember, if today was not a good day, tomorrow could always be better. Take care of yourselves and everyone around you, and have yourselves a good one out there, everybody.